That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much, thinking about what is about to go down.
There goes the horn to start the race.
No, I think it's really amazing. And now the whole setup and people are dressed up.
We're giving something, I think, to the people. It's just fantastic.
The support on the side of the road is second to none, and that gives you the extra oomph.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. The scenery is beyond what I could imagine. I seriously enjoyed it. I met so many wonderful people on the way.
Really enjoying Cape Town. People seem to really appreciate artwork here, which is really nice.
Come and visit Cape Town. We are waiting for you with open arms. We welcome you here. This will remain a city of hope and opportunity for everyone, not just in Cape Town, but around the country and the world.
And he takes the tape.
Cape Town is open, safe and ready to host you.
So welcome to Western Province Cricket Club on this fine morning, Friday the 7th of October. For this, the women's over 65 match, England LX versus the United States. So it's the early morning match here on the Friday. And quite a nice crowd come in. We have plenty of support from the England teams. And a couple of supporters here from the United States of America. So a slight breeze, but a nice sunny day. And actually the perfect time to play hockey here, as it, the wind tends to pick up in the late afternoons here in Cape Town at this time of the year. So absolutely perfect conditions. We've got the United States playing in red from left to right, and England are playing in an unfamiliar blue strip. And they play from my right, or your right on the television screen, to left. So there was a slight delay, and now the whistle goes for the match to start. And England play to Jackie Murray, who threads the ball out wide. The ball is lost, and the United States have possession. The United States work the ball from left to right. And England push up in numbers, try and press the back four of the United States. And Pat Rudy has the ball. Sorry, Linda Skelton, the captain of the England team, wins the ball and tries to play a diagonal ball out. There's a little bit of confusion as the hooter blows on the B pitch and players stop. Alison Gladding on the ball, wins the hit for England. And USA haven't retreated 5, but umpire waves the game on. And Doran just pops it down the left-hand side. A nice little run from Dickens. Ball gets put into the circle, well dealt with by England. Number 2, Ann Hunter. Now played into the midfield, United States. Pat Rudy fires it in, looking for a high-lying striker. Can't find it in the 16-yard hit. So the restart for England. Sue Pitt hits it down the middle. Gathered by the United States, played out wide, no one to pick up. So the restart will happen on the sideline. England deep in their own half. United States are pushing up a press now through Janet Powers and Anne Keating, trying to squeeze England for space and time on the ball. Number 29, Ishbal Dickens as well up there in that front 3. We put the pressure on the England side, and United States win ball from that high press. Ball goes to Doran, and it strikes her foot. A good play from the United States as they press high, win the ball in the midfield, get the ball to a striker. Doran again on the ball for the United States. So Gladding with the restart. Won again by the United States. England a little bit too direct at this stage of the game. Doran again. Wins the ball back for the United States. So Murray gets it out wide to Gear. Gear plays down the line, intercepted by the United States. One there in the midfield by Fukushima, Liz Fukushima. So, United States probing, trying to get it high. Can't do so. Linda Skelton, who intercepts that ball and moves forward for England. Now on the ball is Alison Gladding. And Gladding would be happy to just work it up, but win some territory. Murray again smashes it. The crash ball looking for her strikers up high. And now it's the United States who win ball and will look to counter through Keating. Ball's then moved out wide. Masters on the ball. To Skelton. Skelton again. Good control from her. Looking to go forward. Looking to win a hit outside the D. She does. So, some sustained pressure for England outside the United States D. England come away with still looking to win something. The ball is played across the D and just can't find an England stick. And Doran does well to gather, turn, and clear. So United States win a hit in the central area of the field. So the restart from the United States, carried up by Erdman. Sorry, that's Rudy. Back to Rudy. Just struggling to get some contact on the ball. Powers plays it down the line to Keating. The cross comes in. The United States trying to play the wide pass, but no strikers in those wide areas. Plenty of space out wide. Everyone congesting down the middle of the field. So the restart for England on their left-hand touchline. Ball's played down the line. Controlled by Masters. Ball is lost in the midfield. United States, Erdman on the ball, plays it through. And the foot is found just outside the D. Doran seems to be instrumental in this United States side, picking up ball, turning. Now she's high. She was in defense earlier. Rudy on the ball, driving into the circle, looking for the corner. England now win the ball and can breathe again as they were under a bit of pressure. So Chamberlain plays it out wide to Pitt. Pitt finds her outside half. Good ball into the midfield. Skelton, the captain, on the ball. This is good play from England as they string 3 or 4 passes together. Masters on the ball. Masters looking for some support, but it's well intercepted by the United States. So that was Erdman who just steps into the line, steps into the space, and wins ball for United States, plays it up. Rudy again on the ball, winning it. Looking for some width. They can't find width. They go far too narrow, United States. Ball gets played out, and the England defender, Chamberlain, just jabs it out into touch. So Powers on the ball, wins a hit for the US. And now it's Doran, who's everywhere on the field at this stage. Smashes it through. Powers again on the ball, gets it in. Pressure for England. And the England goalkeeper, Sue Bowen, kicks it out. Does well to close down space. So again, another wave of attack from the United States. It's Kreiser. Plays through. Can't connect at this stage. So substitutions coming on thick and fast for the United States. So Rudy winning it there, playing it through, but just the first trap is not good enough at this stage. So at this stage, United States dominating this game for possession and territory. England struggling to get out of defense. Ball won by De Pietro, but an unforced error there, and England come away with it through Linda Skelton. Plays it wide, intercepted again. United States win it in the midfield. Rudy hits it through, going direct again. Number 4 from England, Keating. Sorry, United States getting it on top of the D. Just can't keep control, and England come away with it. So Pett down the middle finds Square. Nice ball through from the United States to Galea Martinez. She plays it out wide to Kreiser. This is better. Keating hits the byline, trying to win something for a team. She wins a long corner. So good interplay from the USA. Stringing 3 very good passes together, putting England under a lot of pressure down the byline. And it's Kreiser who starts again. Rudy, who comes into that midfield area from the back 4. And he's quite prominent in this game at this stage. Rudy coming through into that midfield, playing a lot higher, which means it's an extra player in the midfield, and it's hard to deal with. England trying to get out of this wide left-hand side area, the hardest place to be in a hockey field. So Chamberlain on the ball, pinned back in that left-hand channel. The United States employ a high press once again, sort of horseshoe defense. Ball is one, Doran. To Rudy, good pass. And the ball is pushed through to Keating. Keating wins it in the D. Looks to play back. Well defended by Gladding. The ball has come off her stick and looks might have struck her in the neck. She seems okay. So brave defense from Gladding. Show a short corner, one for the United States. So they get something for all that time on the ball, all that pressure that they put on the English defense. And now they will look to capitalize. With just under 3 minutes left of this first quarter. So Rudy at the top of the D. She strikes. It's saved. The rebound. Good defense from England. Little touch comes in onto the foot. And England win the ball. They went narrow. They defended the area as well. And they breathe again. So Pett, looking for high ball, hits the foot. Skelton plays it through to Shui. So 16-yard hit for the United States. Into Rudy. she does well, plays it out nice and wide, using the space effectively. In on the 45-degree ball, looking for the right-hand midfielder. Cannot be found. So, Skelton on the ball. She looks to go through the United States defense. Trying to find Leach. Leach on the ball now. Gladding. Gladding plays through. Better passage of play for England. That final pass just not going to stick. Doran wins, but plays that dangerous square ball across into that midfield area. The ball is won by England. Murray on the ball now. And finds a foot. And England will march it up with 48 seconds on the clock. They need to go a little bit more direct now. Maybe find a foot in the D, get a corner just before the hooter goes. And get something out of this time spent in the United States territory. But the US come out of that forcing a hit. Good turn down the left-hand side by Guilherme Martinez. So, US happy to run the clock down as the hooter goes. 0-0 in this game here in Cape Town on the Western Province Cricket Club A pitch. England 0, the United States 0. So we're about to start the second quarter. The England Alex side versus United States. England in the unfamiliar blue strip. The United States in red. So a better start for England. They just trying to use some build-up play down the left-hand side. So Erdman starts for the US. They pinned into this right-hand side channel. Nice little press and won by England by Sphere. Gear on the ball now, wins a hit. So good play from England. They get the ball out. United States get the ball out wide. England congest the area, win the ball, transfer the ball into the middle of the pitch, and get themselves into a very good position outside the USD. The US now have put a number of players behind the ball. At least 9 players behind the ball now. And England try go long. Maybe a better option to have gone a little shorter, just to create some sustained pressure and find a couple of free hits outside the D. If they go long looking for the striker and it goes over for a 16, the restart from the US. And a nice pass through. And now, pressure. Dickens on the ball. She's looking for support. And well defended by England. Chamberlain on the ball now. So a better start to the second quarter for England. They just worked out a press and they've put some pressure on the USA. They found some territory as well. Nice interception there again. And well played by Pett, who wins the ball, turns, and transfers the ball out wide. Welsh on the ball now. Sorry, Welch. Still carrying it nicely, turns, looks for the hit, gets it through to another England player. Looking for support. Support comes in the form of Murray. Hits it out wide and the ball just doesn't go to stick, but good play. Murray and Leach combining well in that midfield. England win it again through Godbold. Godbold finding Murray. Murray drives into the midfield. This is good play from her. She gets herself in a good position at the top of the D, just looking for that hit. So Doran comes away with it. Nice little turn from her. Looks for support. Rudy trying to mop up things, which she does.
Hey, how are you, Janino? I can run now.
We are fascinated by the mindsets and the habits that make individuals and teams perform at another level. Let us be your thought partners and transformational coaches. Are you part of a team and you are wanting to gain insight into what ingredients need to be in the mix to take your team to a whole new level of performance? Partner with us. We want to be your transformational coaches.
At thehockeysite.com, it's about what happens in the locker room, thinking about the game. It's about planning and preparation, and about training and improving those skills, looking at it from different angles. But of course, it's also about teaching them to score and win. thehockeysite.com. Share the knowledge.
So we're back live for this second half or third quarter. The match between the England LX side and the United States. A reminder that United States are in red, playing from right to left, and England in blue from left to right. So it's 0-0 in this game. And you would feel that the United States had the better of the first half. But England did come back quite strongly in the first 5 to 8 minutes of the second quarter. So Skelton gets it out wide, playing it back to the England midfielder who loses it. And Rudy now. So United States have the ball centre back. Atkins comes through the middle quite effectively, coming back from that back four into the midfield, creating that overload and overlap in that area, and she does that well. Finds the pass. England win the hit. It goes out to Gear, who's had a good game down the right, and now she finds herself in the midfield. And now De Petro does good work for the US, looking for her high-line striker, and just can't connect. So Dickens up high. She had the only chance of the match with a shot fired in from the left-hand side, but well dealt with by keeper Sue Bowen. And that was in the second quarter. That was the best chance for both sides, and that was the US who fired on target. Sue Bowen making the save. England yet to get a shot on target in this game. So, played out across the field down the left-hand side. Neatly onto Doran, who does well to play it out to Erdmann. Erdmann on the lateral run. She tries to thread the 45-degree ball through. Intercepted by England out to Gear. Gear plays on the reverse stick. Finds Godbold. Godbold drives it up the left-hand side and looks for Masters. Ball just gets a little touch off the US defender, Mortar. So, good connections by England. And it goes out for a 16-yard hit. And they will try press and put this USA back four under a bit of pressure. So they do move up higher up the field. Very, very nicely played out the back by, I think it's Atkins. And Dickens wins the ball. Still, it's Dickens with the ball down the right-hand side. Unfortunately, an unforced error, and it just goes out. She was looking to connect there with Doran, the number 10. So England, good strike. Ball is fielded by the US, comes off England foot. So US on the ball. Nicely worked in that right-hand midfield channel. Lost again by the US. So England come out. And Atkins will mop up proceedings. Loose delivery. She pounces down on that. Wins ball for the US. Keating. Nice quick pass out wide to Kreiser. Kreiser just loses it. So England get the ball out of that high press from the US. De Petro just with a nice little 1-2 touch out wide. Just can't find the stick. But the intensity is there to get the ball in and quickly up high. Again, lots of pressure for England. And they get themselves out of that press. They go through Murray. Murray wins the ball. Murray's been England's best player running with the ball through the midfield. Inglis wins for the US. Plays it out wide. Doran. Now they're looking for that early ball again. Doran, she wins the ball again, or puts pressure on the English defense, wins it, and plays the reverse stick pass through to Dickens. Dickens on the reverse stick down the left-hand side. The umpire says that she was obstructing, and she hasn't retreated 5 meters, so she must be careful. She could get a card for intentionally playing the ball within 5 meters from the player. The hit comes in, hits Leach on the foot. The US come through for Fukushima. Back to Fukushima. Good ball out. Nice little touch from Doran. Lovely little ball for her, for Kreiser, who wins it on the byline. It's a good passage of play for the United States. Back to Doran, and she wins the foot and wins the hit. So they come out of there. Inglis will look now maybe to smash it for the far post. She does just that, wins the hit. Now she needs quick ball. Ball's been pushed away. Oh, the umpires, one umpire had the hand up the one way, the umpire the other way, and the closest umpire wins the decision. So England come out. Well retrieved. The back by the US. They lose the ball again. Comes through by Gear. Gear threads one through. She finds Masters. Masters looking for support. Oh, and she just maybe needed to put it on her foot and get a corner. It might have been her best option, but she was looking for the support. So, Murray on the ball, 23-meter line of the United States. Rudy. Ball's lost again. It's played into the D, but it will go over the baseline for a 16-yard hit. Ball played out by Atkins. Nice and wide. Mota gets it. Good structure from US. So the restart from Chamberlain down the left-hand side. Godbold, who works away into the circle. Little reverse stick pass in. Can't find a US foot. US now will break away on the counter-attack. They go through the Petro. One again by the United States. Good pressure from England, but they still get their way out of things. Doran, 1-2 to Dickens. Again, another unforced error. Dickens feels frustrated as they were on the counter-attack there, looking to work the ball up the field. The restart is played in. US win the ball. And Rudy looking to play up high. So Rudy relieves pressure for the US and will send her midfield and her strikers up there to put a press higher up the field on the English defense. Good touch there, De Petro. Petra on the ball now. Threads it through, looking for the high runners. Looking for Galer Martinez. The big smash comes out of defense from England. Won again by the US. The 45-degree ball, not successful. But good work back by Doran, but she infringes. She says she was going for the ball. Umpire doesn't agree. It's Murray through the middle. Plays it out wide to Godbold, lovely ball down the left-hand side to Leach. Leach holds it up well. Little trip from her, but they retain possession. Godbold looking for the ball, but it does go to Chamberlain. Chamberlain with a lovely ball to Gear. Everyone stops again. They thought it was the whistle, but it's from the other field. So game continues. It's a good passage of play for England. Murray turns, scans, looks for support. Threads it through to Gear. Gear to Leach. And Leach keeps it in nicely. Back to Gear. And the ball's up. She's still got it. And the corner is won for England. Good work from Gear. Leach did well to keep that ball in on the baseline and just keep that pressure. Ball went back to Gear. Gear gets it, plays it onto the foot. Ball goes up off a stick. And, well, corner to England. And the first corner of the day for them. So after such a dominant first quarter for the US, England have come back nicely in this third quarter. You would have probably thought the second quarter was even. Stop comes in, bounces high, Gear with a little 1-2. Still the ball is available for Skelton, the captain of England. Players need to be 5. Ball smashed into the circle, finds the foot, rear ward corner. Well, the US bench saying that England weren't 5 meters from each other when they played that ball. The umpire allowed that pass to, and that passage of play to continue. So here we have a corner. Stop, a bobbly ball again. And good pressure from Atkins. But England win another corner. So 3 successive corners. Ball stopped inside the circle. The shot comes in. It needs to be stopped outside. Ball comes off the foot. Well, the umpire, I don't think, picked that up. Ball needs to be stopped outside the D before it can be played or shot at the goals. More pressure for the United States as Welsh is on the ball. She looks for support. Doran does well, very well, and threads the ball down the line. Good defense from her, and then looking for Galia Martinez. Lovely ball. De Petio on the ball. She does very well. Looks for that little neat little 45-degree forward, but can't find support. Erdmann does well to intercept. So 2.5 minutes left in this third quarter. Still 0-0. England with the better chances in this third quarter. 3 successive short corners. The ball gets struck on the 45 degrees, goes over the baseline, 16-yard hit. So pressure coming from a high press from England. Rudy does well to get the ball out wide to Erdmann. Erdmann looking to throw the ball down the line to De Petro. De Petro does well. Holds it up, looks for the support. There's support on the inside from Keating. De Petro decides to go down the line. Comes off at England's stick, so she'll retain possession just inside England territory. So cleared up by Gladding for England. They're not 5 meters, so the umpire will award the hit to England. The smash goes down the line. Picked up again by the USA. Erdmann on a little run, a good run. Looks to do the reverse stick hit. Good play from Keating. Keating, 20 odd seconds left. Trying to maybe go direct, get a corner. Played in by De Petro, and they win the corner. Doran pouncing on that loose ball, finding the foot. A good ball through from De Petro. And now the hooter goes for the end of the third quarter. US will play out the penalty corner. So all the US players on the D, looking for anything loose that they could pounce on and score a goal. It comes in. The trap is good. The shot comes in. And well dealt with by England. Congesting that middle area. So we go into the fourth quarter. England 0, the USA 0. Join us after the break. So we're back live for the fourth quarter. The England Alex side, Spirit of Masters, versus the USA. USA in red, England in blue. So Galea Martinez gets in behind the England defense, gets it to Doran, but England come out of that, keep their wits about them in defense. More pressure from Galea Martinez. Still on the ball. Smashes it in. Gets it eventually to Fukushima. And it's Murray who does well to run the ball out of defense. Pops it down the line. And it's a 50-50 ball now. Atkins does well to retrieve, pass, move the ball into the midfield. Kreiser finds Powers. Powers loses it, and Godbold now takes it up the field for England. On her left-hand side, reverse stick all the way. She's going to try and get it down into the D and win a corner. She does very well. And there's an appeal for a corner. The England players felt that they had found the foot. Umpire waves the game on, and it is Galea Martinez who finds Doran. Doran beats her player, turns, looks for support, and she finds it through Fukushima. Fukushima on the far post. Little touch, and it's going to be a long corner. Well, Chamberlain gets the vital touch for England, and it goes over the baseline. So, good interplay by the USA. Just that final pass going astray. Looking for player to come in on that far post and tip in. Kreiser out to Fukushima. Fukushima, that's a well-struck ball into the D. England do well to block and pass out. Powers with the restart. Through to Erdmann. Erdmann. Ball comes into the D. Under a lot of pressure, Murray, as she works her way out of defense again. She's quite happy to use her speed and run out of defense. Looking for Leach up high. So, Inglis for the US. Charged down nicely by Leach. Take two for Inglis. Skelton, the captain, wins ball in the midfield for England. Murray carries. Plays it out nicely. And the captain still trying to retrieve the ball for England. Can't. Doran wins possession for the US. Fukushima plays it forward. Dickens putting pressure on the English defence. And Walsh just tries to steady the ship for England. Goes out wide, finds Leach, but just plays it out unintentionally over the sideline. And so, nice change of direction from the US. So good use of the space and changing that point of attack for the US. Again, struggling to find Dickens and Doran up front with the long ball. Good interception. Powers is working manfully down the right-hand side, putting a lot of pressure on those left-hand side players for the England. This is good passage of play. Murray now will drive forward. She's got players on the outside. Goes into circle. Murray still gets the ball back, has the shot. It's up, it's dangerous, so it's a hit to the US. But Murray does well coming down the middle of the field. So, 12 minutes left. Rudy. Everything seems to go through Rudy from the midfield here. Well done. Beautiful ball out wide. And Powers just struggles to retrieve that. Powers on the ball again now. England have the hit on the sideline. Played in nicely. Looking for support. Comes in the form of Murray. Just can't get the ball to her. Skelton, the captain, just struggling to get that final pass to Murray and get out of that left-hand congested zone and use the space on the outside of the field. Powers. Both sides getting a little frantic as we count down the clock. 11 minutes left. Team wanting that winner. Leach. It's played out wide. Looking for support again, looking deep. And there we go. Now they finally get it to Murray. Murray will look to run. She's been full of running this whole game. Gear goes long. Intercepted by Doran. One again by England. Skelton, the captain, plays it left. Driven into the D. Well defended by the US. England win it back again. Played nice little 1-2, and they've defended that well. Moto, who finds the English foot. So it's getting a little bit scrappy at this stage. Turnover after turnover, both sides having to work hard. You run harder when the turnover comes. Somebody needs to actually take some control of the game now. Players are tiring, so the unforced errors come into play. What's needed now is composure. So, Murray with the restart for England. A crossfield hit is played. Can't find an English stick. England go for the big crash ball. They win it. Dickens now takes it on a familiar reverse stick. Murray again. The big hit out wide. England have possession through the captain, Skelton, who turns very well, but is under a tremendous amount of pressure. 3 US players around it, but she wins the hit. 8 minutes left. 0-0. Both benches egging on their team. It's been a hard-fought contest. It was the US who dominated the first quarter. It was pretty even the second quarter. England came back well in that third quarter, and it's just been a bit of a midfield battle now. Players, as I said earlier, getting a little bit frantic, so the turnovers and come thick and fast. So the game becomes a little loose. So ball played in to Kreiser. Kreiser looks for De Petro. Now, Godbold, who has worked well for England down that left-hand side. She loves to put it onto a reverse stick, drive into the circle areas. She's carried the ball up well for England today. She looks for possession. Lovely ball, thread through. England will look to get a corner. Mopped up nicely by Atkins. Atkins very, very composed for the US in defense. Steps into space nicely, wins ball, distributes. You need players with a level head when it gets down to these tight moments in a game. So, it's a race for the ball. Fukushima wins it. A lot of pressure from Leach. And Fukushima wins possession for the US. Sorry, it was Masters that 55 and the 35 looked very much the same from my vantage points. It was Masters who was putting the pressure up, and Masters has been the high-line striker for England. So I apologize if I have got those two numbers wrong. Murray wins possession for England. So we're coming up for 5 minutes left in this match. Murray, ball goes up, off Rudy. Umpire says play on, no danger. Rudy on the ball, threads it out wide. Atkins now will step up into the zone. Lovely ball wide. Good possession for the US. Now it needs to be stick to stick. Finds Dickens. Dickens will turn, looks for support. The umpire gives her the hit for the stick hack. So good passage of play for the US as they march up the field. Ball gets played in. Now, shot in, fired. Oh, and it flashes past the far post. So it looked like Loretta Diapetro with the strike from the US. And that ball just flashed past the far post. Anything on target there, it could have been in the money here. Ruby still on the ball. US sense that they can get a late winner here. Rudy again will set up. Umpire says you've got an unfair advantage, so pushes her back before she can restart. Rudy looks to go herself and wins a long corner. Rudy looks to go wide, trying to draw out the English defense, but can't find Inglis. So England will breathe a sigh of relief as we go into these final 2.5 minutes as they try work a counter-attack of their own. Godbold under huge pressure from the US. Diapetro tries to find Dickens. Ball is cleared wide to Gear. Gear must hold up. Plays it to a captain, Skelton. Skelton goes cross-field and they lose the ball. Rudy plays to Doran. Little inside ball to Diapetro. So England come away with it. Chamberlain out left, Godbold under pressure again. She does the right thing, gets a magnificent ball through to her captain, Skelton. Skelton now looking for support. 1 minute and 40 seconds left. She looks to pass. She does. She gets back to Godbold. Godbold on the 45. And the right idea there to fire it in, but just can't find gear up high. So it's a 16-yard hit for the US. 1 minute and 10 seconds left. Atkins looks to play safe, play into those wide areas. And the US do well to retain possession in what is the tricky last minute for them. Ball gets fired in, but umpire says it could have been dangerous. So with 30 seconds left, it looks like this game will be deadlocked at 0-0. Or is there one last chance for both sides? US cough the ball up, so it's England with a big smash. 13 seconds left. You'd think that a direct hit into the circle, trying to find a foot maybe, win themselves a corner with a few seconds to go. They play the long ball. There's 2 seconds left. And, as Gear has the ball, looking for a corner, the hooter goes, and that's the end of the match. It's England 0, the USA 0.
That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much, thinking about what is about to go down.
There goes the horn to start the race.
No, I think it's really amazing. And now the whole setup and people are dressed up.
We're giving something, I think, to the people that's just fantastic.
The support on the side of the road is second to none, and that gives you the extra oomph.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. The scenery is beyond what I could imagine. I seriously enjoyed it. I met so many wonderful people on the way.
Really enjoying Cape Town. People seem to really appreciate artwork here, which is really nice.
Come and visit Cape Town. We are waiting for you with open arms. We welcome you here. This will remain a city of hope and opportunity for everyone, not just in Cape Town, but around the country and the world.
And he takes the tape.
Cape Town is open, safe and ready to host you.